Right, take two of this. I was on a different recording software and it just cut off at a 5 minute mark, which is kind of annoying, but happens, we move. So to start again, this is kind of a different type of video. Um, I'm posted on this account for about a year and I always watch people where they're talking to the camera. They talk about like loads of things I watch, like motivational stuff, dedicational stuff, discipline, general things to do with trading, and all things like people such as Powell, PB, Trading Pool, which is my mentor. Um, I watch loads of these different videos, and I thought if they're doing it, why can't I do it? Why can't I build up my personal brand like that, such as I already have on my Instagram? So I thought, right, today I'm going to take that step to actually start because a lot of people and a lot of what I'm going to be posting on this account is going to be about taking that step, uh, about if you can't do it or like who's going to do it for you, like do you know what I mean? All of these different things. So today, I think the main point of this video I wanted to come on here is to talk about my journey so far within trading and kind of how I've got to where I am now and kind of the next steps for me in terms of this account that I'm posting on YouTube, as well as kind of like all the things that resonate with me, my journey, because I want to post on this account and talk on this account because even if it helps one person or two people, then that's all that really matters. And I'm also helping myself with my confidence, talking to a camera, being able to talk for a long period of time. Um, the thing is, as well, I think about a lot, like a lot of the time in a day I'm by myself. So I'm always thinking about these different things that I want to relay to, as I said, to help other people. Um, and even if it doesn't, I just like to talk about how I'm thinking in general. So to start off with, I want to talk about my journey, where I started and to where I am now. So I remember I first got into trading at, I was in, pretty sure I was in about year nine, around year nine. And I remember seeing people and I just downloaded TradingView on my phone and stuff. And to be honest, I remember seeing screenshots the other day of my trades and they were terrible, terrible, like nothing compared to now. Um, just terrible. But to start off fully from the start about like how I've kind of got into this, the mindset I'm in now, I've always kind of been, what's the word, entrepreneur. I've always kind of thought there's more to life than working, like working your whole life. Like I've seen it with my parents and stuff like they working their whole life, and I don't agree with it. So I remember the earliest kind of entrepreneur thing that I did was selling sweets. So I was in year seven, and I remember I used to sell sweets in school, and I eventually got caught and I got banned for it for some reason, which does not make sense. Like there's a lot of things with school and work I don't agree with. But yeah, I got banned for selling sweets. Then I remember I went on to, I'm not proud of it, but like scamming people on PayPal and like friends and family. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Like selling stuff on whatever. Um, and then what else? I tried drop shipping or SMMA, and I was probably about 14 at this time, 15 SMMA. I remember I made not much from that. And then I remember I went on to like NFTs, if you remember, like when they were a big thing. I made like 40 quid. And then this guy that like mentored me because I wasn't 18 and I had it in cryptocurrency. He was like, "Yeah, you can do this." I remember his name was Rico. He actually lives near me, which is weird. But yeah, I sent him the 40 quid so he could actually send it to me and he just took the money. But my mistake back then, but obviously I was young, so I didn't really like understand a lot of what people like mentors are like, and yeah. And then yeah, I got into trading at about 15, 16-ish, and I remember I was in school starting to learn about it. I think it was even earlier than that. It might have even been 14. I was like trading, but it just wasn't good. I properly started looking at it 15, 16, and I remember I was learning TGR. I was actually revising for my GCSEs. I started learning about it, and then I thought, right, is this really for me? I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I'm just gonna focus on studying and focus on my GCSEs at the time, and I did all right, I did decent, but because of that, I stopped trading for about a year, year and a half. It was a long time, but I just didn't hop on the market. And then after my GCSEs, I was like, right, this whole thing, it kind of started waking up to the fact that if I don't do something with my life soon, then I'm going to actually have to be working a job a long time, which I knew myself I did not want to be doing. So I then got back into trading, learning TGR again. I remember I spent a whole year learning TGR, and you'll see some other videos on this account where from a year ago where I was just trading TGR, and like I mean it was all right, but it got to a point where I just didn't really like the strategy, and I don't agree with like strategy hopping or all of this because it's not right. Because any strategy can be profitable, but for me, it just was not right. So therefore, kind of spent a year doing that and wasted a lot of my time. And to be honest, I wasn't fully focused on it, like as much as I kind of am now and have been in the past year now. So it got to December 24, and I remember I'd seen this guy called Trading Pool, and I'd been watching his video. Well, what not watching his videos, but seeing him on Instagram and all of this. I like the way he trades. Like I seen his posts, how he trades. I liked it, so I thought, right, instead of just watching videos on YouTube, I need an actual mentor. If I'm going to progress in this, and I'm going to go fully into it, then I need to pay for something because I needed a mentor to kind of take me to that next level of what I actually wanted to do. So I completely stopped trading TGR and I started learning the trading pool model. Remember, it was January 2025. So about this time that I first joined the group. So I've been in that group a year now, and I've been learning trading pool for about a year. And I mean, this last year, so many things have happened. Like the amount I've learned being in that group. I wouldn't just say it. I'm not trying to promote it, like even so, but the amount that I've learned since last January is crazy, and it's mental how if you actually put your head down and actually focus on things, how you can really progress in life. But even this past year, I wasn't like always fully focused. I remember like procrastinating and all of this, and it got to a certain point where I was just like kind of half-assed about it, and you can't be in trading, especially when you're trying to learn it, trying to learn a skill, because I knew a lot about the markets, but it's the fact that I had to change my strategy completely. So it was kind of like a reset. Obviously, I had a better um, starting point than other people that I literally just started trading, but I was still like fresh to this new model that I've been learning, which is continuations. And I mean, I trade continuations and counter trend now, but yeah. Anyway, so this past year, kind of, I've been learning, been, I'd say probably about October this year when it kind of hit me again, where you get those realizations where, like, which is what a lot of this account is going to be. Like, obviously, as I said, I think about a lot of things, and I think about a lot of things that may help people because I always keep it in my head. I always keep it in of how I'm feeling and how I kind of want to speak about things. But I don't really have many people that are like-minded like me, especially around here where I live. I don't really know many people that are like me. So why not speak to the whole world. You know what I mean? Like, but this could reach anyone, and I mean, I hope it does reach people. But even if it doesn't, you know, like at the end of the day, this account will be for documenting my journey as I continue, and things like that. So at this point now, it's October 25, just after summer, and I had that realization where I can't keep like pissing about. I can't keep like half-assing it and all of this. So I thought, right, let me fully lock in. I looked at my system that I was trading, and I looked at my data bank, and it just, as I said, it was half-assed. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best data. So I thought, fuck it. All right, get rid of all this shit. Restart. Maybe it wasn't October, mm, just before, but I just thought, right, I need to get rid of all this because the data that I had was just so bad and it wasn't good enough to build that system on. And since then, I've collected about 120 pieces of data, so 120 trades. I've built a system around that now because with your data, you got to collect a certain amount so then you can get proper statistics. And then I used AI to go through all of my data and then create the plan for me based on what my data has said. So kind of, you could say it's cheating, but I say it's just working smarter than working harder. Do you know what I mean? I think that's always the motto. If you can do something quicker and you don't have to do it yourself and something more intelligent than you, because I'm not the smartest to be honest. Like A levels, I didn't do very well because I was focusing on trading. And I thought, all right, I'm going to go full in on trading instead of focusing on my A levels. So, but you know, I'm here now. It's been a year. Um, yeah, but I got AI to go through all of my statistics, and now in the past probably 2 months is when I started to see some consistency in like my trading, my results, and I'm at this stage where it's like I'm making money, but I'm also losing, and then I'm also missing out on trades. For example, today where I was like, I was on the market, and then I missed a trade by about 3 minutes, which is unfortunate, and it went to full TP. But you know what? Like, I'm at a point now where I've gone through so many like psychological things in trading that it doesn't really affect me as much anymore because I know that, well, at least everything I've done was right, stuck to my plan, stuck to my rules, and following the rules is like one is so important. Yeah, it's as important as psychology, but psychology is the number one because if you don't have good psychology, I'm sorry, but you're not going to make it in trading. You're not. And yeah, in the past few months, is where I've started to pick up. But I'm at this stage where I think they called it the break-even stage. And I know people that even went to my college who like asked me about trading because they seen I trade, and I put them onto like trading pool and stuff and like that, passing accounts and all of this. And I've never even passed a funded account. I've never even passed a phase one yet, but I'm trading really well. So it doesn't. Sometimes it like gets to me. I'm like, how does that make sense? Um, Sometimes you just got to sit down and look at yourself and think, right, why am I actually not doing this? Why am I doing this? But now that I've got my plan that I've created, if I follow that, there's no reason based on my data that I shouldn't be making money. I shouldn't be passing accounts. So that kind of comes on to the end of this video, end of me fucking yapping this whole time. But moral of the story is, and the moral of this whole account is going to be that I want to not only document my progress as I'm coming, like, because I'm not in a stage where I'm just losing, losing, losing. I'm in a stage where I am winning, and I know I've got the system, and I know I've got this and that. So that's the last stage before profitability. So I wanted to start now, start this journey, and just document what I do, and not only that, but also talk about things that, so for example, like some video ideas I thought of is like, it's just like talking like this on camera. For example, what's it called? Like start now. Like these are just titles of videos. Like start now. If not you, then who? Like just general like kind of like discipline things and motivational things. I think even as I said at the start, even if any of my advice or anything I say helps someone or help someone stay consistent, help someone keep their momentum if they feel like giving up, then that's the main point of it, and the main point of this account. And I think it's going to help me talk more, um, just general. But yeah, that's going to be the main point of this account. Just document and document my thoughts basically throughout this whole thing. And I hope that this year, 2026, is going to be the year that I finally take off, because I feel like I'm at this point now that I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot every day. I'm not even outside of trading, like keeping discipline by doing this or doing that, like staying consistent in the gym. And because your outside life is very important in trading as well. Because if you can't keep consistency and discipline in your outside life, then you can't in your inside life, inside trading. I mean, so I'm hoping, yeah, that this year I'm gonna be like posting a video in like a few months' time or maybe a month time where past this funded account. I've had this funded account for a long time now, like since June 25, and it's January, which is good and bad because it shows I'm not blowing the account, but then I'm also not passing it. So it's kind of that break even stage, as I said. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping that I get some better equipment. As you can see, it's not very good camera quality or even probably microphone quality. But as I make more videos, I probably will upgrade to get some better things and better software and all of these things. So I'm hoping, yeah, I'm going to be posting better videos, better quality. But I thought I need to start off with this on this account to kind of introduce myself again and kind of just set out the expectations for this account and where I want to be, like based on this account. So yeah, next few months I'm going to be trying to do a video a week. Kind of, if I have a video idea, I'll just post it. If I got two in a week, I'll post it. Like it's not really like a set thing, but I'm going to try to do one a week. And I'm hoping I will start probably doing some breakdowns on here just to help anyone that wants to, like, or needs the help or trades the same way as me, because I know a lot of people do. But yeah, if you want to check out my Insta, it's going to be below. Um, go add it up. Like I've got posts on there, I've got trade breakdowns on there already. And it'll just be, I just post the story and stuff like the trades I hit or trades I don't hit or break evens. Just kind of main thing with me is I like transparency, especially with the people I'm talking to. I'm still on this journey, as a lot of people are. So I'm hoping by the end of this year, I'm gonna be posting some crazy videos where I'm like first apartment tour and shit like this. But you know, I'm not gonna rush anything. I don't want to rush anything, which is why even after all this time I've been trading, I'm not like really upset about not seeing loads and loads of progress, because I know everyone is on their own journey. So yeah, that's just gonna be the video today. Hope even if you got to the end here, that's mental. Appreciate anyone that's watching, and I'm excited to post more content, to be fair. So thanks to anyone that's watched this whole video. I'm at about 20 minutes, so it is quite long. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you very soon in a bit.